Hey everyone. So it's been a long while since I made a video. I haven't been doing well at all. It's been 1 year, 1 month, and 11 days since I got off Xanax. After, well, I calculated it's actually been after being on it for 25 years. I used to think it was 23 years, and then I've had time to think about how long I have actually been on it for, and it was a little over 25 years I was on it. So that's a really, really long time. I've gotten a lot of comments, a lot of supportive comments, and I apologize if I haven't responded. I've read every single one of them, and I appreciate so much all of your support and just how much everybody is like there for me, and they don't even know me. So it's nice. I mean, I have had some very awful comments as well that were automatically deleted by YouTube, which honestly can't believe people would take the time to leave such awful comments to someone who's in such a bad state of mind. Anyway, if they only knew that we don't really give an F about what they think. We've got enough shit we're going through, wasting their time on us. So I wish I could write down my progress and my symptoms to put it on video, because I can't remember everything, but basically I'm going to start out with all the negative and bad symptoms I still have, and then I'll go over some of the positive ones towards the end. I don't know where to start, because I can't believe it's been this long and I still feel so terrible. For one, my ears have been the worst that they have been since my taper. And the weather, any drops or rises in the barometric pressure makes my ears and my head unbearable, to the point to where I'm shaking so bad in discomfort and crying and wishing I were dead. It gets so bad, and it mainly happens at night. It wakes me up out of a sound sleep. I have this excruciating ear pressure to the point to where I can't even talk. It feels like my ears are going to explode. My head is dizzy, because they already feel full, and they feel completely compacted most of the time, all of the time. It's just less once in a while, but it's never gone. Like, this is actually my main symptom, and I feel like it's not even related to my withdrawal anymore. And I know I have said this numerous times, but I feel like I don't know how medication could have done this to my ears, when I don't see a lot of other people having this symptom, when I have actually had this symptom since my tapering. Since I started tapering, I got this symptom, and it'll be 3 years in March that I've had this symptom with my ears. So to me, that feels very unreasonable, and it seems very, very hopeless to me. I feel like I can't live this way. There's no way I can adjust to living this way. And I'm suffering all the time, even if it doesn't look like it. I'm suffering inwardly, because I'm so much in discomfort from my ears and my head, feeling like it's just floaty and dizzy. I can't explain it. It's just, and if we drive somewhere, like if I turn my head a certain way, or if my wife turns around or backs up, it triggers it triggers my equilibrium so bad to where I'm just too dizzy, or I can't, dizzy's not the word. It's like it's just my balance is really affected. My whole head is affected. That's my main discomfort here, and symptoms are the ears and the head symptoms, like the dizziness, the floatiness, the boatiness. That's what I mainly struggle with. And I feel like I need to go to another doctor to get my ears checked, but I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna go over some other symptoms. Air hunger, that's decreased a lot. I do have the air hunger when I'm stressed. Sometimes if I eat something, like, I don't normally eat fast food, but if I eat fast food, I'll get the air hunger shortly after. And it lasts from anywhere from hours to a day to a week. And it's all different types of air hunger that I get. It's to not getting a full breath air hunger. It's to not breathing out very well, like it's weak and labored. I get numerous different types of air hunger, but only now it doesn't stay. It goes away, where during the whole time I took Xanax, the whole time, my breathing was always affected, and I always thought it was just me having anxiety. But now I'm starting to think that it was from the pills, because I guess in the past, and maybe in the past 6 months, I've been able to breathe more normally than I have in over 20 years or so. So, I mean, I guess that's a positive. I mean, I know it's a positive. I just have a really hard time noticing positives because of how miserable I am. And I know I don't appear to be very miserable, but I cry all the time. I want to take my life every single day. I don't want to wake up in the morning. I don't want to be here. I don't want to keep going through this day after day. Sorry. Because nobody gets it. Nobody understands. People think I should be better by now. I mean, I think I should be better by now. I just keep saying if my ears were healed, I would be at least 60% healed by now if my ears were better. But they're not, and they ring very, very loudly all the time. My other symptoms are like I think I mentioned before, I had swallowing problems. That has gotten better. I do have it still. It's very slightly, but also if I'm nervous, or if I'm more nervous than usual, or I'm very more stressed than usual, my throat symptoms do come back, and it's hard for me to swallow. But it's not at all like it was. Like before, I couldn't eat or do anything. It was awful. I did notice that every time I talk about my symptoms, they come back. Like, I'm mentioning all these symptoms, and I'll probably end up getting each and every one of them, for a couple days or something. I don't know why that happens, but it does. So now I don't even like to mention symptoms that do go away, because after I do, they come back for a little while. The depression has been the worst it's ever been. I've never thought about suicide as much as I have. I even went on suicide sites like that tells you how to do it and what's the easiest way to do it. Apparently there really isn't an easy way to do it. I don't know. I want to be here for my wife, because she has been trying really hard for me and us, and just, I know it's really hard on her, and she's told me it's been really hard, but she's also reassured me that she will never ever leave me because of this or anything else. So I'm trying to not worry about her leaving me over this, because I feel like, because I've changed so much. Oh, sorry, I tried so hard not to cry on these stupid videos. But it's like, I feel like I'm completely lost from all this. I feel like I'll never have who I used to be back. Like, I used to be this lively person. I used to be so happy making jokes, and I'm so different now. I miss riding my bike. I mean, we used to mountain bike all the time and kayak and take really long hikes. I just miss doing all that so bad. I feel like I'm never gonna have my life back, and I feel bad for some people that are watching this video, because I don't want people looking for hope on this video, because right now I just feel very hopeless. I mean, I know I've made a lot of progress, because 2 years ago I couldn't walk. I mean, my withdrawal process was the worst I could have ever imagined, and I didn't even do a fast taper. I mean, it might have been fast to a lot of people, but I tapered over 2.5 years, and apparently that was too fast. At first, the first year was very fast. I didn't know about benzo buddies. I didn't know about withdrawing. I didn't even know why I was sick all that time. But I literally couldn't walk for a whole year. I was about 92 pounds, and I think I weigh like 130 now, because I put on so much weight. I look terrible. I mean, when I look in the mirror, I just hate looking at myself. I hate everything about myself now. I get so mad because so many people don't know about this. Like, they don't know what benzos do. My sister, she takes Xanax and Ambien, and she's told me she's been on Xanax for a long time and got off of it and was fine, and then went back on it, and she's never had any trouble with it. So she thinks a lot of this is in my head. Like, I need to just get out there and do something and get my mind off of it. She tries to understand, but she doesn't think that the medication is what's causing this anymore. She thinks it's just my head. You know, anyway, I'm gonna go over some other symptoms. I think I'm trying to mention every single thing, because in case anyone else is watching and they're having the same or similar issues, I don't want you to feel alone in it, I guess. I get motion sickness very, very easy. Like, I mean, I can't hardly do anything. I've been walking again. I pushed myself so hard the other day. I walked, I think it was the longest I've walked in 3 years. I walked 5 miles, and then yesterday I walked 3 miles, and it was so hard for me. So hard. Like, when I don't know if it's other people, but when you even do little exercise in this process, it just it's so hard. Like, it makes my brain feel terrible, it makes my body feel heavy. It just affects everything about me. Like, it doesn't make me feel better. It just makes me feel like I can't do it, but I try to do it anyway because people say walking is really good for this. So I've been really trying to walk again, but before that, I've just been laying around all day long because getting up and walking around is hard on my equilibrium because it's just so messed up. I keep thinking that being on it for 25 years totally ruined and damaged my ears and my equilibrium, and I don't know how I'm gonna heal or come out of this. I still have depersonalization. If I look in the mirror, I see this person 10 years from now, 10 years, like 10 or 20 years, like it's the older me or something. Like, I don't even recognize myself. My body aches a lot. I know I'm scattered and mentioning symptoms and stuff, but I really can't focus a lot. It's hard to focus. We've been traveling because I sold my house because they couldn't be around the mountains and the elevation because of my ears. And so now we're in Florida again, traveling around, and normally I would be super excited about this experience, but it's very hard. It's very difficult. I'm just trying so hard not to take my own life every single day. Like, I feel like I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be here for. I feel like I'm not really scared to take my own life anymore, and that's what scares me, because I'm not afraid to do it anymore. I do find a lot of encouragement from watching other videos on here, even though I don't comment. I do find a lot of inspiration and motivation from watching them. So I have a feeling mine's not going to have that effect on some people on this one, but hopefully the things that have gotten better, the symptoms that have gotten better with me will stick to other people's memories and help them proceed in this process, because I think I might just have some sort of, everyone has that one symptom that nobody else has for very long or at all, and I'm guessing that my ears is one of them. I feel like the entire withdrawal went into my ears and stuff, and it makes me feel completely like debilitated in some way. I rarely talk to my family. It's not because they don't want to talk to me, it's because I don't want to talk to them, because I feel like they just can't relate to me. So I kind of just been blocking everybody out and not calling or texting anyone. But I think this might be it for the video. I'm just trying to remember if there's anything I wanted to add to it. I don't think a lot of food anymore is affecting my symptoms. I have noticed some food does affect my symptoms, and it also depends on the days it affects my symptoms. Like, I can eat one food one day, and then I can eat the same food another day and it not affect me, and then it affect me on the day I ate it before that. So it all depends. My vision is very blurry a lot still. It's extremely blurry still, so that's another symptom that I still have. The acid reflux I don't get as much anymore. I get it once in a while, but I don't have it every day now like I used to. I had it for months, and I don't have that anymore as much. I have a lot of neck pain. It's excruciating, and I've had it for many months now. It's probably just from not moving around. I don't know. I guess that's it. Honestly, can't think of anything else. I don't get woken up anymore from that rush of anxiety in the mornings. I used to all the time. I don't have that anymore. Once in a while I do wake up in the middle of the night not being able to swallow, or I can't breathe for a little while, and it's usually when my body is very stressed over something. I noticed it'll happen for like a few nights in a row, and then after that I'll be sleeping fine for the next month or so. So I don't know, the symptoms are so sporadic. They just sneak up on you, and then you feel like you're gonna have them forever, and then they fade away and go away. And that's why I guess I'm so concerned about the ear symptoms, because they never fade or go away. They're there with me all the time, and they're worse with me during drops in rises in the barometric pressure or changes in the weather, and that's like very difficult to live by. I've never had that problem. So if anyone can relate to these symptoms, I will read my comments, and I'm hoping someone can relate to them, because it is a very lonely feeling. So, okay, I hope everybody is having some good days, or even good minutes, because minutes count if they're good, So, thanks, and hopefully I'll make another video with some more positive changes. Bye.